Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Update time. And also I got this because of some of your requests in the comments asking about how this colorway is, especially given that it comes in a translucent outsole. So here it is, a very nice purple colorway of the 808 3 Ultra from Wave. They're calling this the chemical reaction colorway. I'm personally loving how it looks. It's a really dope purple shoe added to the rotation. I'm assuming that the biggest question about its performance is with the grip, especially given that their translucent outsole last year on the 808 2 Ultra wasn't very good on dust. So we're gonna focus on traction today. The 808 3 Ultra is priced at $160 US on waveway.com. Link to purchase will be in the description if you're interested. Let's jump right into the traction performance. So the translucent outsole was actually amazing this time. Not just good or satisfactory, but like excellent. I say that because I've used these on a very clean court as well as dusty courts. Under both types of conditions, I was able to get to a hard stop with no problems. It's a super squeaky outsole. From the way it grips and contacts the floor, it's right at the same level of performance as their solid rubber on the 808 3. On this year's Oxygen colorway, they used the solid rubber outsole instead. If I was to compare the traction side by side, putting them on at the same time, it's pretty much the exact same feeling. I felt very confident with my movements on the court. Even on a dusty court, I haven't felt slippery, shaky or anything. Normally, this doesn't apply to every scenario, but if a shoe stops well in my usual dusty gym, I mean, we barely have any maintenance here on a regular basis, then it should most likely be a promising outsole on most types of indoor courts. Dust pickup was moderate. This purple translucent outsole didn't pick up nearly as much dust as the Oxygen translucent outsole on last year's 808 2 Ultra. With some wiping every now and then, you're definitely good to go. Whereas if the dust accumulates and gets trapped on the bottom easily, that's when it becomes an issue. All in all, this translucent outsole, I've had absolutely no problems with it. So if this colorway is the one that you're considering, traction is excellent from my experience. If I have to point out a difference right out of the box, their translucent outsole, like in terms of how the rubber feels in hand, it's gonna be quite different from the solid rubber one. It feels like the type of surface that attracts moisture more easily, whereas the solid rubber feels pretty dry, if that makes sense. So let's say you're hooping on a rainy day, the gym feels wet because of the weather. Maybe in that case, I would choose to go with a solid rubber shoe. Well, this goes with many other models from other brands too, like in general. But honestly, this is really just an assumption. From my experience playing in them, both are fantastic. And speaking of differences between these two colorways, another detail that I noticed is with the upper materials, or the stitching patterns to be exact. On the Oxygen colorway, it's more closely knitted on the toe box and side panels. As a result, on the lateral side, the materials will fold awkwardly, but that's not the case on this purple colorway. So I can almost say that the upper on the chemical reaction colorway wraps around your feet more nicely. I know it might sound like a tiny detail, but just thought I'd point out anything that I felt. Cushioning setup, the 808 3 Ultra uses a boom drop-in midsole. And just with the cushion, it does feel notably better than the regular 808 3. Half size up from your true size is what I would recommend with the Ultra. Breathability and the amount of airflow, they are the same. So there's no fundamental differences aside from what we've mentioned so far. As a conclusion, the most important takeaway here is that the translucent outsole on this purple colorway works perfectly fine. Slight differences in the stitching led to this being a little bit more comfortable on feet. I'll let you be the judge on which one looks better, but performance-wise, they are the same level. I would consider the 808 3 Ultra to be a great shoe for guards, because remember on this model, they removed the saw collar, so mobility was improved from the 808 2. Let me know what you think about this colorway down in the comments. Please feel free to share your experiences or discuss any other questions you have. If you'd like to see more comparisons of different colorways on the same shoe, let me know as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.